Hi, this is Pumpkin Creek Primitives. I'm Bobby. This is Flosstube number 72. It is January 16th, 2022, and this is a channel about cross stitch, my website, and always a fur baby or two. Hope you enjoy. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So last week was the live whip parade, and I have to say I was so nervous to do it because live just, and it's not really the live part because I don't edit here anyways. So sorry, I'm getting a text message. And I don't edit. So that part I wasn't worried about things happening that I couldn't control. I was worried about whether I'd be able to talk and do what I needed to do and also read comments. And I think I did okay. There were times I had to stop and just like catch up reading, but it's fine. I did want to show y'all another Christmas gift that I got that I haven't shown you guys yet. And then I'm going to put it on my lap because it's a little chilly here. We got the snow outside and the ice. But look at the blanket I got. Can you see? Yeah, it's a repeat. So yeah. I was impressed that Lorraine got on there. And Holmes is on there. Anyways, it was a great Christmas gift. All right, I don't know if Ski will interrupt us today. He was really needy earlier, but sometimes he, looks like he goes and hides. There's no telling. He'll interrupt at the most inopportune time because that's what he does. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about, because I do want to insert some photos that I'll insert. Let's see, looks like I got more space on this side. Because I'll forget if I put it in the middle in this way. So we went outside today earlier and it was still snowing. So the dogs they like playing in the snow, but not when it's snowing. Because I guess it's moisture on them. So they played a little bit in it. And then, which I have a video at the end that shows what they did before they came up on the couch and they had to be cold. So I got a towel and held it up to our propane heater that's on the front porch and got it really warm. And then they shared, I laid it across one of them for a little while. And then when it cooled down, I warmed it back up, laid it across the other one. So yeah, so here's a picture of Lucian and his little in the towel. And they were cold if they didn't even care that I was draping a towel over them. And then here's Jasper standing there and he's like, what? So he's such a silly boy. Lucian was supposed to go to bird camp tomorrow. Due to weather, we don't know if that's going to happen. So it may be in a few days because there was another guy that's bringing his puppy down from Indiana. So it depends on whether or not he got down or he probably got down fine because I think he was traveling yesterday. It's whether or not he can get home. But the dog will be here, so we may get it started. Okay, so got that out the way. That sounded bad. You know what I mean. All right, so now I've got some haul. So I bought, and it hasn't come in yet, but I'm just showing it ahead of time. I have fuzz all over my shirt. Squirrel. My first Owl Forest embroidery pattern that I paid for. Like I did, well, I started the Alice in Wonderland one, but I did my own DMC. Like I didn't get their floss. So this one, I bought the floss and the pattern because they didn't have the kit and I was tired of waiting on the kit because so I don't have the beads or the crystals, but I don't care. It's this one. And I think Julie, Kansas City Girl in Colorado World, she's working on it. And then Alexis is working on it. Who keeps text messaging me? Don't they know I'm doing things? And I'm getting distracted by it only because, oh, AT&T, your December bill is paid. I know, because I paid it. Thanks. Anyways, so yeah, I'm really stoked. I got the PDF, so I already have the pattern. I guess technically I should say that. And I'm just waiting on the floss, which they say it has shipped. So it may take forever to get here, but. All right, and then I've got my box from Spot Colors, and this is the little kits. Good vibes only. It's super cute, and it comes with all the things, and it comes with the hoop, and I think in the pattern, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as, oh, that's a label. Is that on sticky paper? Oh, it is. I'm not going to totally peel that off because but what? That's cute. But I think I'm going to do this giveaway on this kit because I said before I thought I would give some of them away. So I will give this away. We'll figure out what our special keyword is towards later. Watch, I'll probably forget. But yeah, I'm not going to send it in the box because that'd be more to ship, but I'll send all the stuff in a bag. Let me mark down that. Let me mark down that I said giveaway because I haven't done one in a while. And then this is the Good Vibes box. Okay. Then I got my Just Flossin' Club Forbidden Fiber Co. If I can get them out. Sorry. Was not prepared. I like to be surprised with y'all. Alright, so this is the Just Flossin' Club Forbidden Fiber Co. Check it out. I love all of her stuff. I should be getting my Downton box soon. It's Valentine's Day at Downton. Downton Abbey. So hopefully that'll be coming in soon. All right, so this one is Viscount, which I believe it was from the Bridgerton box. I've got Butterfingers today. Then we got Witch's Brew. Masquerade, Cosmos Field, and that's pink. It looks white, I think, but it's pink. It's pinky. It looks like if you wash, it's gonna sound bad. I don't mean this to sound bad, Leanne, because it's a pretty little light pink. It's so slight pink. It's like if you wash your white underwear with something red, and you get pink underwear. It's just that tint, just slight tint. And then ooh, this one's nice. Shadow. And this one's Tutu. Which, I have to tell you, I'm going to leave this out. I got to tell you a funny story because it'll tie into something else on my list. Which I need to write. Copper. Garland. And that's a really deep green-ish brown. Antique Fuchsia. That one's gorgeous. You know what I wasn't saying? But maybe we hadn't got there yet. Oh, good. We hadn't got to one yet, so that's fine. So this is a one-of-a-kind turquoise stone, and I think you need to make more of these. It's gorgeous. Love it. And the gray is not showing up as gray. It looks more blue, but it's pretty gray in person. And then we have honeycomb. And then we have another one-of-a-kind icicle, which is gorgeous. And it's not quite as, it's a little darker blue than what's showing up on screen. It's so weird when it does that. I don't understand. All right, so that's that. I just almost sliced my finger open. And then I'm in her fabric of the month, which I've been meaning to ask her if she does higher counts on Ada for the fabric of the month, because I need to switch mine. But for now, I got the 14 count. And this one is called Lavender Fields, and it's the January fabric of the month. And it is gorgeous. And it is pure pill. It's not, yeah, it's showing up a little bit. There you go. It's hard to capture colors. And you think it's hard, like when we're showing y'all and we're like, well, it's not quite showing up the same way. Imagine when we're trying to take photos for a website. You know? The struggle is real when it comes to whether it's the floss or fabric. Taking photos of it is super difficult. Which is why on the floss that I have in my shop, any vendor where I could use their photos, I did. Instead of taking my own. Which I did on Fabric Flare too. The fabric, but I'll show y'all some of that in person here in a little bit. Okay, so I had to order, because I'm starting I said Tiny Modernist a couple weeks ago, but it's the Clouds Factory ABC Dinosaurs. And so I had to get me a dinosaur bag. Well, I only found one out there, and it was Little Boat 88, and she's in Canada. And I've ordered from her before, but I went ahead and ordered a couple more bags because bags can't travel alone. I think I probably have literally 3 or 4 bags with this outside, but they all have a little bit of different inside. And I may have this exact bag. Who knows? And then I got this one. I love it. It is very Bridgerton with skulls. And then it's just this really cool purple pattern on the inside. Love it. Okay, so that was my haul. Now, one thing that happened during the live, and of course it's recorded, you can go back and watch it if you missed it. It was 2.5 hours. I mean, I think I had 61 whips, I think was the count. I can't even remember. But if that's true, I now have 62 because I do have a new start. Maybe 63 because I had started the mouse. It don't matter. Anyways. But when I showed my progress on Cinnamon Stars, this was a restart because I had it originally on linen and wasn't stitching on it. And I love that pattern by Plum Street Sampler. And I restarted it and I got 2 stars in, which is all I've got, which is crazy because like I love this pattern. So I don't, you know how it is. You put something in and it gets set down and put away. So when I showed that, there were literally like 10 people in the chat. They were all like, oh, I have that pattern, I have that pattern, or I have that pattern kitted up. It's so many people. So we're like, well, let's do a Sal. It'll make me work on mine. And so if you are interested, probably would have helped if I had brought the pattern in here. But I can show you guys on Instagram because all my peeps are posted. So here's the pattern. I love how it doesn't want to, it won't let you zoom in. Okay, where's my camera? So that's the pattern. I'll try to zoom in. Oh, ooh, and hold it. There you go. Don't look at my dry hands. But that's the pattern. And so I'm not starting, I've already started it. But everybody that it's a new start for, and then everybody that's pulling it out, we are pulling it out on 2/2/22. It's Groundhog's Day, and it's also my daddy's birthday. My daddy will be 89 years old. But the hashtag for it is Sins with Friends, Sal. And just to play on cinnamon. Oh, God bless, Bobby. What the? I'm going to see all my business. Okay, well, now it's showing Jessica's. It doesn't matter. So that's the Sins with Friends, Sal. 2/2/22. So I was trying to tell my parents on the way home the other day about this, and I couldn't figure out why they acted so confused on what I was trying to say. And then I realized, I'm like, is it me saying 2/2 over and over again? What's confusing y'all? And they started laughing. So when I was a little girl, like when you're a kid, everybody has the kid term that they use for the no-no square, right? Mine was called a 2/2 until I was a little bit older, until I was like 3, when I kept saying, it's vagina, mother, vagina. So anyways, around the house, 2/2, that was a name. That was what it was called. So that's why this reminded me of the story, which to also say, because it would have reminded me again when I said 2/2/22. So my parents were like, oh, you're talking about the date. And I was like, yes, well, I'm not going to be talking about my 2/2 on Instagram. I'm not that kind of show. So, yeah. So, February 2nd, 2022, we are picking up the whip and or new starting it. And Janet from Janet Jabber, she already finished hers. I think everybody, except for Janet in my Flosstube friends round robin, they're all starting it. So Sally, Jessica, Stacy, Heather. Janet's already finished hers, so she's just going to cheer us on and support. Betsy Klager, she wants to start it, and then I'm trying to pressure. Who was it that I talked to today? When you know. Wouldn't you know? Isn't that terrible? Anyways, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. It's another Flosstuber. I replied to her post because she said she had it. And she needed to pull it back out. And I said, do it. I don't think she watches me. It's Carla. I was about to say. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rivara Stitches. So, yes. I don't know why all of a sudden that escaped me. But yeah, so she may join in. Who knows? But, yeah, so it'll be, I mean, I think it'll be fun. It's a great pattern. This just helps give a little incentive to get going with it. We shall see. All right, so I do have a new start. It's a Dinosaur Bag. It's Christmas, but I don't care. It's so cute. Look at this little dude. His are like over his eyes. He can't see. And look at this one, little earmuffs. And his are over his eyes. He can't see. But this right here with the ear flaps. Oh, I love it. Anyway. Sorry. I could go on and on about my bag. Little Boat 88 on Etsy. So, here is the ABC Dinosaur style. Those are the first 2 letters. And they do middle starts on like all of their stuff, which I hate middle starting. It's not that late here. It's 6:20. It's later than I know. I've been filming these later. I don't know what my problem is. This is never going to go back in this bag without crinkling to hell. So I got a very, very, very small start, and I even put it in a hoop because it's not till like the fifth one. The fifth release is where it starts at the top left, which is where I like to start. I'm like, I can't, that's too far away. So, and this is on Fiberlicious Evergreen is the color. But that is my little start. Can't tell what it is, but it's going to be part of a Triceratops. Not much going on with it, but it's a start nonetheless. And hopefully I can work on it some more. I wasn't feeling that hoop. Not sure I'm going to feel it in hand either, just with it being in the middle. I'll have to probably get the little magnets, roll some stuff up. But basically, I can't see. I don't know what I'm trying to. It's part of that green in that top of her head. I know that was a terrible view. Okay. Then, I think that's 16 count, by the way, Fiberlicious. I started, I think I showed this last time. Did I? Yeah. I started a temperature chart. It's a bee temperature chart. And let me show you what the pattern's gonna be. So that's the full pattern. I'm like stitching as I go. I did not do that entire outline. I'm a couple days behind, but here we are so far. This is the 13th. So I got the 14th and the 15th put in, and then I'll put that one. I would have put the 16th in tomorrow anyways, but so I'm like 2.5 days behind because I have half my stitches in on that one. It would have been I would have gotten 2 days in or roughly, because I did this one in the wrong color because I looked above. I got the wrong high for the day. So yeah, that part sucked, but it's cute. And it's on Volcano Stitchings. It was just 18 count. Ada that was in her Halloween box. And the temperature chart is on Etsy, and it's Stormy Girl Stitches. STORMIE. Girl Stitches. Have all my project cards done. So I need to be better about like calling out what it is, what I'm doing. All right. So in my live, I should have brought it out here. It's fine. I may have a picture of it. In my live, I did I talked about plans on here, and then about putting in 100 stitches on my whips, because I had so many whips that and I have 60 something, but I do have some projects that I like work on all the time. So I think doing definitely one a week will work. And then there'll be a few weeks that I need to, because I'll also have finishes in the middle of this, and I'll have new starts. So occasionally I'll probably have to do 2 projects a week, but I think I can reassess that in like August and see where I'm at on my whip list, and see if I need to start doing a couple a week instead of just one a week. So Saturday mornings, my plan is to grab one of my whips that I haven't touched and put at least 100 stitches in. So I put like 130 stitches in this last week, and I showed that during because I only had the tree in the first part of his hat. So I finished his hat and started his little outfit. I had that, I showed it during my live that I put the 100 stitches on it. So this week I pulled, only because when I did my the live, I realized that one of my whips, I still had a sticky note on it saying I was missing a skein, and it was Camouflage by Classic Colorworks, and I wasn't able to get it at the time. And so when I put in a order at Hoffman's, they have Classic Colorworks there, and so I went ahead and just put in for 3. I didn't know how many I needed. I probably don't need 3, but I put in for 3 skeins. They came in, so I thought, well, since they came in, I got to pull the pattern that needed it, right? Might as well just go ahead and do it, because I was going to have to pull that bag to put the floss in. So that happens to be Blackbird Designs, whoop, Oh Joyous Day. And I'll pull it out. And so this pattern, I love it. But I'm not a big, huge sampler person. I really like it. My concern is up across the top, and I think right in the bottom there, those are satin stitches. I know how to do a satin stitch. I don't know how that works on Ada. Or linen for that matter. So, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if the linen, depending on what linen this was done on, if, oh, it's 36 count. So I wonder if all they had to do was go to the appropriate hole and that your thread was thick enough for the satin stitch to look right. Whereas with mine, I may have to do in between the squares half stitch. I still don't know if they'll be close enough together. So I'm thinking on it. But I put 330 some stitches in this. The others were stuck to the needle minder. And this is on Peddler's Blend fabric, using called for colors. And that's where I'm at. So I had, fold this up a little bit, fold that back a little bit. So I had, and I don't understand why that was a different color. And I don't know if it was a mistake in the chart, if it was supposed to be, because I really can't tell from the artwork on the front of the pattern. But this was the same color as those. So, I don't know. But I had this, I had those little guys, I had the, all the pink, the green across the top, and I think partly down here, partly there. And so I did all those flowers, all those leaves, the rest of the stem. So that was 300 and some stitches. I may hold this back. This may be my, hold it low so I can put my title above it. So yeah. And I really enjoyed working on it. I'm just terrified of those satin stitches. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Thankfully, there's plenty of stuff to work on. Before I have to worry about it. And then maybe I can take this project to market or something. Maybe somebody there will be able to help me. I know there's going to be people there that have stitched forever, so. And maybe they may tell me, yeah, you can do it on Ada. Which is fine. I'll figure something else out for the border, but it's not a huge deal breaker. It looks like there's satin stitches at the bottom. The bottom block has it also. Top and bottom. So. Okay. And then. Oh, wait. I'm missing one. Ah, dang it. Talks amongst yourself. I gotta go grab something. I forgot. Y'all know I ain't editing this out. See, that's the only thing that sucks about not having a partner doing this with you, is so that when you disappear, there's somebody else that can talk. I may edit that out. We'll see. Okay. So, I have another round robin that I'm starting, and it doesn't have a hashtag as far as I know yet. I don't know if we will have a hashtag. I don't know. I mentioned it last week, or maybe I mentioned it on my live, and then of course I didn't write down anybody that's doing it with me, because why would I do that? Because that would make way too much sense. I know it's Sarah, and I believe it's Our Stitching Kingdom. And then there's Carla, that's Craft Addict, I think. And then Janet of Janet Jabber. And then Colleen. And y'all, I should just and Corinne. I'm like, I got brain issues today. Colleen and Corinne of Grace Note Fabrics, I guess. And Hannah Dowling and Crystal Rowe. I'm just like, all of a sudden it's like I'm just drawing blank. And this is why I'm supposed to be writing it down in my book so I can tell y'all. But anyways, Rosewood Manners. It's the dreaming of ... So whatever flower you picked. I think everybody pretty much picked a separate flower except for me and Crystal. Both are doing daisies. So this is the one that I'm doing. This is mine. So I had to do a motif. So I did this big mama jamma over here. And then I will mail it to the next person, and then they will pick a different motif near that to stitch. And then we just keep passing around, which is going to be fun because the Dreaming of Mums, which I think is what Hannah's doing, it is bright orange. It's gorgeous. I don't know if she's doing it in called for or not, but it's gorgeous. So I'm excited to stitch on hers because it's so pretty, but I don't know if I would want to do a whole pattern of it, if that makes sense. So same thing with Janet. I'm sure is doing sunflowers. So, and somebody's doing roses, and I'm not sure what everybody else is doing. So I think it's going to be fun to be able to stitch on the ones where they're really pretty, but I didn't want to dedicate the time to do the whole thing. Whereas daisies, it's my favorite flower. It's my birth month flower. So there's a lot more to it for me on the daisy part. So what I got going on here is I'm using a few of the called for flosses, but not many because it's Weeks Dye Works, and I don't like Weeks Dye Works. They just knot up on me so bad, and that just may be the way I stitch. So, Leanne, Forbidden Fiber Co., she worked me up a conversion for some of the, there's a bunch more in here. Days all over the place. So she worked me up conversions, but then I had to use Still Light Khaki by Weeks, Whitewash by Weeks, and Bullfrog by Weeks. So those are the only ones that I had to, I will put those in a better order before I ship this off, but for now they're just going in that bag. So so I started it. I feel like I showed y'all my start. Wasn't feeling it. And to remind you guys, so I started on 20 count Be Stitch Me scroll was what I had used, and I don't have a picture. And you can barely see the white because I just have a couple of petals at the top, and the conch doesn't look great. So switch my fabric to 18 count Be Stitch Me Stonehenge. Nope, is that correct? Yes, Stonehenge. That is correct. Don't even think about ski. I see you down there. And here's what I got. And I freaking love it. In love. all these colors just pop right off of that fabric. Whereas if you notice, they kind of get lost on that fabric. I mean, the green pops, but your white just kind of gets lost. So, Ski's trying to get up here, but I got a pile of stuff in his way. So I really just love how everything pops off this fabric. I'm super excited. Maybe this should be my screen grab. Should I roll it all the way out? Blue, 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 blue. Put it down a little bit. We'll see. But, and I love this fabric. I need to buy more of this color. I mean, not that I need more fabric, but I need more of that color. So, yeah. So, I got a little bit of stitching done this week. So, I also have my little tiny modernist, my little mouse, and Ski's joining us. Ski, honey. All right, come here, you're blocking the camera. You lay on that. Lay on that project bed. Put your hair all over. I know you love to do that. So, and I'm doing this on 18 count fabric flare, tiny red hearts, because she had sent me a 4-ply where I had 4 different designs for Valentine's Day, and I picked this tiny red hearts one to do this little mouse, and that's where I'm at. It's so cute. But my only problem is I don't know how well her white apron will show up, but I'm going to stitch it in white. They had white for the ear, but I didn't do it. I should have probably done pink, but I am worried about, I'm not doing the wings on the heart, but I'm worried about that little bird, and I'm worried about Love You. So my bird may become a blue bird, and then I may match the blue bird to, you know, do Love You in blue also. I don't know what color blue, but yeah. So she's coming along. She's so cute. So I was stitching her at work on the couple days I actually got to stitch at work. And we had this week on Wednesday night, I had a Zoom with my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow girls. So that would be Sarah from Memphis Sarah E, and Sam from Sammy Liz, and Leanne. I think she's Leanne Stitches, but she's Forbidden Fabric Co to me. So this is the pattern, and I am still working on block 1, folks. That's the pattern. I just love it. Every time I look at it, I just love it. Leanne's almost, she's like down to here on this block. Sarah just knocked out this tree over here on this block. I think Sam is still restarting and having, she's not in love right now. It's in timeout. And mine, which is all wadded up into a ball because it's huge and I can't, it's hard stitching in hand. So that's my block. So I got some more stitches in on it. Finished up the bottom part of the house, put in some darker grays and those 2 tombstones to the right. But I'm just still going. Still so much more to do. But I think it's looking good. But again, I hate that it's like wadded up. But I have to literally so that I can sit there and hold it in my hand and stitch. And have enough room to get like behind the things. So let me put this back in first. But I love it. So yeah, we got to chit chat and it was fun. Had a good time. Always do. And then on Friday night, sorry, my chair's gonna squeak because I'm putting my feet up on the, oh, my knee needs to pop really bad. Hold on. Okay, that was my chair, not my knee. You ever get that? Like where your knee, you can feel it's like in the middle of a pop. So Friday night with my Labyrinth Sal folks. So it's Carrie from Three Trail Stitchers, but we were able to also visit with Sarah and Whitney of Three Trail Stitchers. And they're not stitching on Labyrinth, but we didn't care. It was just fun to get to visit. And then we have Sarah with Memphis Sarah E. So, and all this week I kept telling myself, before I start stitching on something, I'm going to be like some people, like Hannah and some other people, where they take, and Leanne, where they take the photos before they start. So they can show you the before and the after photo. I can't ever remember, ever. I'm halfway in the middle of stitching something. I'm like, shit, I'm going to take a picture of that. And then like, okay, it's fine. Next time I stitch on something, I'll do it. No, I worked on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things and did not, of course, the new star doesn't count because it had been blank, but so 5 things. Didn't take a picture of any of them where I started. It makes me so mad. And I was really trying to do it for the 100 stitch ones because I thought it'd be really cute to see where I start, you know, have the pattern, where I started and where I'm at. It is what it is. So, Labyrinth Friends by The Little Stitcher. And I'm doing this on 18 count. It's a volcano stitching. It doesn't have a name. It was just part of her Smoky Week. It was day 3 of the Smoky Week. The hashtag for this one is Bog of Eternal Stench, Sal. And I forgot to say my Hawk Run Hollow one. I don't hold because it has one, which is really not. What? Uh-oh. Do I not have a card for this one? Where's my project card? I made one, I thought. Okay. It's a really cool hashtag. I gotta set this different, so I'll remember to put a project card in that one. Okay, back to Labyrinth. Sorry. So it's this really cool green. It's probably gonna get blown out. That's why I'm gonna show it down here really first. So this is really, really cool green. And this is my progress. He's a beast. I like them so much. So yeah, I feel like Wilson over the fence. But yeah, so it's not getting blown out too bad. Oh, there it goes. Oh, nope, it's back. So yes, I'm loving this. And when I get to stitching, I don't want to stop it. And then I also have the same problem where I feel like I can't stitch it unless I'm zooming with Sarah and Carrie, which is really weird because that's not the case. I can stitch on it whenever I want to. And they both said they had the same problem. Carrie's like, I could have finished this 10 times over. And she's like, but I only pull it out when we're talking. So it happens. All right, so that's the last of my whips that I worked on this week. But yeah, so the whips, the old whips, I'm trying to put the 100 stitches in. What are you doing? Eyeballing my pen. I'm doing hashtag 100 stitches on whips in 2022, just to, you know, mark my progress so that I can see. Because when I was making up all these project cards before the live video, it was awesome how many places I had to go back and see if I could figure out when I started stuff. And I definitely couldn't say like when I worked on it, but yeah. Okay. So I've got some shop haul, but before I do that, for the giveaway, let me know, the word's going to be live, and let me know whether you would like to see me do a Flosstube live. So it won't be as long as the whip parade, obviously. But just one where I'll be doing just this, showing, basically doing what I'm doing, but yet still having comments where you guys could comment real time. So yeah, so put down whether you think I should do a live Flosstube in the near future. And the word would be live, L-I-V-E, for that kit, the cross stitch kit. Okay. Write my word in. Hopefully I'll remember to do it next week. I may give it 2 weeks because everybody's as behind as I am on floss tubes. All right, so plans. I don't really have any other than the 100 stitches, and then because I will record again before February 2nd, so that's future plans for Cinnamon Stars. Yeah, I'm just gonna stitch on what I want to stitch on. Hopefully I can maybe finish the mouse this week. It might be a lofty goal, but maybe. And then I need to get my temperature chart caught up. So I think I already told y'all there'll be dog videos at the, sorry, I'm going down my checklist. There'll be a dog video playing in the ice, water, and snow at the end of this. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show y'all is I got some shop haul. And this has been in, the patterns have been in for a week, and the fabric went in today. So, got some fabric flare. So, these are all 18 count. So, I'm not going to keep saying 18 count. I mean, I probably will, but I won't mean to. There is a hair in this bag. And this bag has not been opened because it's still under the sticker. Sorry. It's not one of my hairs. But it's a human hair. It's long. It's fine. Not anything gross. I'm not going to eat our fabric. Okay. So this one is called Piperous Paper. And it looks like it. And this is going to have horrible glare on everything I do. And I apologize. I'll tilt it back like this. So, yeah. This one is awesome. I think the Bella Filipina, the Cleopatra pattern would look really awesome on this. I have nowhere to set these. Piss poor planning. The 3 Ps. Okay. This one, next one's called Jolly Old Saint Nick. And it's got a whole song, like the whole lyrics, and that's part of the print on it. And like that's the top corner. It's got that, and then it's got the song page. Just kidding. That's the bottom corner. That's the bottom corner of one side and the bottom corner of the other side. So we can't see the top, but it's music notes and lyrics. All right. And then I've got Christmas Wallpaper, which to me just looks like a beautiful damask, but I thought it was gorgeous. I'm not sure what I would stitch on this. Definitely do something that was monochromatic. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Then I have Steampunk, which is this really cool gritty greenish color. I don't know if it's not really showing up great, but you can see the flecks in it. And then we have my favorite fabric that they make, which is parchment. And I did Pendle Hill Witches on this. I did Hickety Pickety on this. Is it just a Pickety Witch? There's no Hickety, right? Anyways, I do a lot of stuff on this. Then I got Berkshire Hive, which is just honeycombed. And this one's called Beehive. And I'm going to need to show a picture of this because this is the top. Let's see if I can find a picture real quick. Sorry. Because you're definitely not, and I'll do the, let's do, okay. Let's do, I'm gonna sneeze. Jolly Saint Nick too, so you can see him. I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. So, Jolly Saint Nick, so that you can see all of it. And then Let me find Beehive. And that's Beehive. So what you're seeing technically is the bottom. I suck at this. So technically that's the bottom. Okay. And then this one is Berkshire Tan. So it's the same honeycomb. It's just on a deep, like, brown. Then I got Queen Bee Mute. So it's the muted bee one. Charcoal Dye Effect. And these are all printed if you haven't used Fabric Flare before. And then we have Skull Wallpaper, which this one's really awesome. And it's got, like, it's darker, you know, has the different areas of worn. And then this one is Vintage Orange Diamonds. That's the Halloween Harlequin, basically. So, which I love. And we have Old Library Marble. It's hard to see it, sorry. The glare is terrible, but most of these are closed with a sticker, so I don't want to open them. And then this is Tan Dye Effect. And it's gorgeous. Then, in conversations with her, she asked me if I was interested in having my own fabric. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, well, let me know what you want. So we went back and forth and talked about it. Because you know me, the dirtier it looks, the better. And she let me name it. And I named it Mechanics Rag. So it's not on their website yet, but you can buy it from me. But you can also eventually have a link on their website. It links to mine, I think is how it works. Because I know Gary from Gowron Stitches has his own too. It's really cool looking. So yeah, Mechanics Rag. Here it is. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I love it so much. This looks really dark on here. It's not, they're not quite that dark. But yeah, I love it. I love it. And to see that all the way open. That's it. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, so I got a few patterns here. I got Stacy Nash Primitives Butternut House Pen Keep. Stacy Nash Primitives Boo to You Pen Keep. Stacy Nash Primitives Jack-O-Lantern Sewing Pocket and Chatelaine. Stacy Nash Primitives First Snowball. Nope, First Snowfall Pen Keep. Then we have Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm Farm Fresh Chart number 1. It's so cute. And then I got Christmas Moose Bendy Stitchy. He's so cute. And then Crowned Winter by Bendy Stitchy, which I love. Winter Witches by Bendy Stitchy. I love the snowman with the pumpkin head. And then by Brenda Gervais, this I think I had last year. It's Love Notes. I just got more in stock. I thought it was new this year, but it's not. I think I had it last year. I think this one is new. The Snowball. Brenda Gervais, which is With Thy Needle and Thread. So those are cute. And then another Brenda Gervais with the Red Bird Sampler. This is another With Thy Needle and Thread. I think Betsy Klager's stitching this. And then Twin Peak Primitives, Christmas is a Gift. Them cows. And them sheep. Twin Peak Primitives, Stallions Christmas. I love that barn. And then RETM's Grumpy Old Men Celebrate Christmas. Yeah, I was a little slow getting these up. Well, I was closed for 2 weeks. Grumpy Winter, RETM. And then, oh, these were in my take photos of. So I had these before the snowman, but she has better cover photos now. So I redid the photos that I had on my site to those. Okay, so I can't get the rest of these in this box yet until I get these other ones out. So I have a small, okay, why are we not playing nice? Sorry. Ooh, fall off my lap. Tell you, I was prepared. All right, I think it would be easier to go through. No, it'd be easier just to do this. Okay, so the Scarlet Letter, Mary Haltrom, I don't know. There's that. That's 1798. Hannah Mosher, 1798. Mary Jones, 1801, a New York sampler. The Scottish Band Sampler, circa 1760. How bright that one is. Margaret Gibson, 1839. Betsy Manchester, 1793. This is a Mary Blatch School sampler from the collection of the State Historical Society in Wisconsin. Rebecca Robinson, this is a Pennsylvania sampler, 1821. She didn't want to have any empty space. Martha Salter's sample of 1651. Look how gorgeous that is. Sarah Tatum, 1800s, Ackworth Quaker School. The Lucy Maria Wiggins sampler, 1822. Strawberry Bank. The Heloise Williams sampler. That doesn't have a date. Abby Lucas, circa 1770. It's a pretty tree. Sarah Harvey, 1737. Look at those birds. They're good birds. Elizabeth Shepherd, 1820. Okay. Now I have Modern Folk Embroidery. I got a handful of his. And then we're done. Agnes Dia, an Easter, I don't know if that's right. Day, Agnes Day, I don't know. An Easter Tidings design. An Irish Quaker sampler. Just gorgeous. Peter's like, what are you doing? Besides making a mess. Nothing, buddy. Joan Sands, 1839. These are all modern folk. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Just stay where you're at. Love and Unity, a Quaker sampler. Nope, that's a cat. Oh, please, just stretch. Take your time. What is on your leg? You got some fuzzy on you. It's like, whatever, Mom. Modern, how doth the little busy bee, a beekeeper's pincushion? Love Thy Neighbor, Quaker style sampler. I love it. Peace to My Friend. These are all on the website. Quaker sampler, A Secret Sky. This one is so pretty. Not blue. Rule of Life. Ruskin's Penguins. Oh, there's a few people doing this. Through the Bitter Frost and Snow. Love that one. Transylvanian Spring. It's like a postage stamp. Swedish Horse. And Winter Stars. And that is it for me, guys. So we'll just have a dog video here at the end. And I think that covers it all. If not, I won't remember to tell you next week. Let's be honest. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week. Bye. So we have deers. Probably, oh, sorry. Oh, my goodness. That's bad. Can we see the deers frolicking? I got a buzz, Jasper, sorry. He's mad because he can't get them. But they're running and playing and chasing each other. So then Jasper thinks he wants to go run and play and chase them. Uh-oh, car's coming. Watch out! Nobody hit him! Careful, everybody! There's a bunch of deer in your yard! Go slow! Chuck, Sherry, go slow. Don't hit the deer. And I appreciate it. Because now the dogs get back on the porch. It's raining. So we have one who's guarding both bully sticks. And at some points gets both of them just in his mouth. Oh yeah, you mad at him? Remember all those times you steal his out of his mouth, though? Yeah. Just waiting on the snow. It is nasty. It is raining and snowing. I guess it's just snowing now, but... Jasper out there surveying the island. That water has to be so cold. Oh, Lucian's gonna join him. Oh, that water's gotta be cold. Oh, I can't imagine. They're so far away. Ugh. And I'm up here with heaters on. Got my fire going and my heater on. Sorry if that made anybody sick. Get out of the pile. Sorry, I yelled.